think what helped me the most once we got that diagnosis, what helped me as a dad to really to deal with that was to allow myself to grieve, and also being a man of faith. So I had a lot of time on my knees, a lot of time talking to counsel from other brothers that I trusted, and could be honest about what I was feeling, and just preparing for this new life with this child that I have.
In thinking back when Henry was first diagnosed, I think what helped us get through that time frame was intervention from professionals. Initially, we were completely bewildered as to what autism was and what the future held for Henry. And by engaging our pediatrician and subsequently a developmental and behavioral pediatrician and therapists beyond that, that really helped us to stay motivated and stay engaged so that we could get through that transition.
There is so many resources out there on the web that you can literally Google and you will find what you're looking for. From that point, try to find other like-minded adults, people who either have a child with autism or have dealt with children with autism. Have a talk with them and ask the questions. Don't be timid about asking the questions. Ask the real important questions, the questions you really want to know. Well, you know, if you're taking care of these children and you want to know, well, is most of them potty trained? Don't be afraid to ask the question, you know, does this child wear, you know, pull-ups? Does this child go to the bathroom on their own? Don't be afraid to ask, because what ends up happening is you put the child in a really ugly predicament when they're with you and in your care and you don't know what to do. So it's best to be informative and just ask. Definitely use technology. That's why we have it. The world has never been closer. So now we need to use that technology to really to benefit us and to be able to bring everyone closer together where autism is concerned by just typing it in and find out what it is.
Couldn't talk to him, and so being able to connect with family members as well as other parent groups that were out there, that was essential for us because we could learn from them. And a lot of them had older children, so they've already experienced some of these things and they were able to share with us the strategies that worked for them.
Basically, the things that helped me the most were keeping a sense of humor. And I know that sounds really broad, but that's how you deal, because it is a shock, it is hard, and you have a whole wave of emotions, but you got to keep that, and you also have to look at people around you. You're not the only person with a problem, you're not the only person with an issue.
Probably what helped us the most was already getting some connection with people who had kind of been down the same road, and having them be able to tell us when you know, a piece of information didn't seem very informative to us, but then they could tell us that, yeah, that was similar to what they had too, and that something, you know, sounded very familiar to them, and it was just like what happened to them, their course. And so that was very, very helpful to us. So we were able to sort of prepare ourselves a little more that way by already getting some contact with people who knew what we were going through in the lead up to the diagnosis, and how much more important that would be after the diagnosis.
Well, once I came to grips with the diagnosis, I just had to realize that he is still a kid and kind of try to incorporate him with his two siblings, and along with getting him the treatment and services that he needed.
One of the things that helped me a lot was just kind of delving into all types of research and getting on the internet, using all the tools that were out there to find out what the diagnosis meant, what kind of services were available for him, and anything that I could do to help him. That helped me because it made me feel like I was being a useful advocate for him, that I was doing something for him. I wasn't just sitting around. So I kind of just delved into getting out there and finding out as much as I could, and and getting to know what the diagnosis meant. That's what helped me.
Just going back to it, it's for me the most influential and impactful thing was talking about it. Whether it was with my mom or my dad, just talking about it, educating myself on what that means for me and my family, how I can support, what I can do as a big sibling. That's really what helped me get through it. I'm sure there might be other siblings out there who are going through this at a time where you're a teenager, and that's already a shaky period in itself. So just, I think, talking about it, educating yourself, educating those around you, just talking through it, letting someone know that, hey, I'm there for you, we're going to work through this together, that really helped me and my family.